Hi guys, my name is Sarah Levinson. I'm going to the University of Colorado Boulder this upcoming fall. I'm going to be a freshman and a psychology major. The reason why I want to live a frugal lifestyle is because I want to put my money towards things I really care about. Whether that's concert tickets or traveling to a country I haven't been to or getting a gift for my mom even. That's what I want my money towards instead of stuff that I don't really need. And I need to save up for the future, of course, too. So I'm going to share some tips and tricks about how to save money in college. So the first category is food. Everyone has a meal plan, and I would recommend sticking to it. I know going out is really tempting, but if you already have food at your dining hall through your college, then that's the best way to get food instead of spending money elsewhere. The next category is drinks. Most people drink coffee almost every day, and if you're buying coffee that often, then it really adds up. And spending money at places like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks or somewhere else is just not really worth it when you can have a coffee maker or get a coffee just from the dining hall as well. In terms of other stuff like alcohol, if you don't drink, then that's awesome. You don't spend money on that. But if you do, I would definitely recommend pre-gaming or, drinking before going to a bar or club or frat party or whatever event you're going to, so you don't have to pay for drinks while you're there. And then when you're buying alcohol, I would definitely stray towards the more cheap stuff than the expensive stuff. That's just a better call in my opinion. The next thing is entertainment. So a lot of movie, TV, music services all have student plans, and those are really helpful, so you don't have to pay the full price for them, or a lot of them have free versions as well, so you don't have to pay anything at all. So that's really helpful. And then the next one is transportation. I wouldn't recommend bringing a car to school unless you live in state, and even then, if it's all the way across, then I don't really see the point in doing it. Paying for gas is absolutely ridiculous and is only getting more expensive. Walking, skateboarding, biking, taking the T, taking the subway, taking a bus is way less expensive than paying for gas on a daily basis. And you can do it with friends, and it's safer anyways too. And if you have to Uber or Lyft late at night or something like that, then you can always split the cost between more than one person, which is a better call. The next category is laundry. Laundry is really annoying because you actually have to pay for it. Instead of just having a washer and dryer in your house, you have to put coins in. So I would definitely recommend hand washing stuff and just hanging it up to dry. It's definitely more time consuming, but probably better for your clothes in the long run anyways, instead of it being, tossed around a laundry machine and being stretched out and everything. So that's always an option. Next category is makeup. If you don't wear makeup, then this is totally not a problem for you and you don't spend money on this, then that's great. But if you do, then I would recommend going to places like CVS or Ulta that have a lot cheaper drugstore, not name brand options that look good and still do the same job as the other stuff too. Or you can always share stuff with your friends. People always have products that you don't necessarily have and you want to use, and I'd be very surprised if your friend said no to that. So that's always an option too. Clothing and shoes. I would definitely go to resale shops. I go to resale shops now. I really, really like them. They're totally less expensive, but they also have cool stuff that you wouldn't find necessarily somewhere else. And then at those shops, you can sell your own stuff too and then make money off of that once they're sold to other customers. Or again, borrow. You can share with your friends and I'm sure they will say yes. The next category is school. So school, you have to rent textbooks. I would not buy them. Textbooks are definitely necessary for a lot of classes, and renting them is a good idea because they're less expensive, but also you can just give them back at the end and you don't need to have textbooks for no good reason. Or checking out a book from the library instead of buying it on your own is also, somewhat of the equivalent as well. Bring your own pens and pencils and notebooks from home. You don't need to buy those. I'm sure there's a lot of people who have them just laying around in the house. You just really need to find them. And then definitely do a work study. Work studies are a great idea, whether it's 10 hours a week or 30 hours a week. It doesn't really matter. If you're getting paid and then you also have time to do your homework, then that's kind of a win-win. The next category is general. So in general, I would definitely recommend looking for coupons in newspapers, magazines, on rewards programs, on couponchief.com. That's always a good idea too. And then also, finally, I would recommend going for volunteer opportunities for research. Most universities have opportunities like this, and they're looking for college students to do some research projects where they need people, and you get paid to do it. So it's always a great idea, and it's close by. Thank you. I hope these were really helpful. Bye.